News 46 is brought to you by Affiliated Chiropractic and Physical Therapy, specializing in comprehensive accident rehabilitation. Our goal is to create the individual treatment plan that will restore your health and end pain. Come in for your free consultation. Call 775-727-8900. Pahrumph's #1 media source for local news, weather, and sports.
Good evening. It's Monday, March 7th, 2011. I'm Rick Vale.
And in for Rhonda Van Winkle, I'm Kelsey Roberts for News 46. Topping our news this evening, emergency services, including the Federal Aviation Authorities, were dispatched to the scene of a single-engine airplane crash Saturday afternoon. News 46, Deanna O'Donnell reports.
Just after 5 p.m. on Saturday, an airplane crash here at the Calvada Airport. Pahrump Valley Fire and Rescue arrived on scene along with Nye County Sheriff's deputies. The single and only occupant of the airplane is up and walking around. He was checked out on scene. This is a single-engine aircraft which apparently tried to make a landing here. Appears to be an emergency landing. His aircraft then flipped over upside down in the desert just east of the actual airport. The Federal Aviation Administration has been called in to investigate the cause of this accident. This is Deanna O'Donnell for News 46.
A 3-vehicle accident occurred this past Saturday in the intersection of Highway 160 and Mesquite, resulting in one person being transported to the hospital. News 46 has more.
We're at a 3-vehicle accident here on Saturday right before noon on Mesquite and Highway 160. The lanes were blocked in all directions by the Nye County Sheriff's deputies. Pahrump Valley Fire and Rescue arrived on scene along with Nevada Highway Patrol, who is investigating the cause of this accident. We're going to speak to Nevada Highway Patrol Trooper Pat Walker.
Basically, we've had a failure to yield from a stop to a throughway. As you can see behind me, the red pickup with the trailer was crossing to the west on 160, crossing 160 from Mesquite, and did not see the motorcycle. And basically, the motorcycle driver locked it up and hit the truck and trailer. The trailer then bounced over into the gold Ford Ranger, which is behind us, and hit the side of it. We have one person injured. He was transported here to the local hospital in Pahrump. I'm not sure of the exact extent of injuries. He was conscious and talking to us, seemed to have all of his extremities moving, but beyond that, I'm not sure. I'll get an update later when I go down there.
Will there be a citation issued?
It's still pending, but more than likely, yes.
Once again, one person was transported, the motorcycle rider. He was transported via Pahrump Valley Fire and Rescue Ambulance to Desert View Hospital. This is Deanna O'Donnell on Highway 160 in Mesquite for News 46.
Well, I hope he's okay. Now, News 46's very own Rodney Camacho had the opportunity to speak with Nevada State Lieutenant Governor Brian Krolicki about a few issues concerning the state. Starting off, we have unemployment.
We are a state that have about 200,000 people unemployed, and that's just unacceptable.
With 200,000 people unemployed in the state of Nevada, and half of that number is in the construction industry. Lieutenant Governor Krolicki goes on to say that Nevada's economy has been extremely challenging and that they are working hard to make things better and to grow jobs. As chairman of the Commission of Economic Development, Mr. Krolicki mentioned that they have been working with the private sector and have actually created tens of thousands of jobs in the past 2 years, and that they are currently working with legislature on new plans.
Again, every legislator has an idea, but the idea now is to integrate it, to work with the development authorities, the chambers of commerce, both sides of the aisle in the legislature. Certainly the governor is personally involved, just to make sure that we are bringing in the companies that we want and creating jobs as quickly as we can, but also never losing sight that in the long term, what is the kind of economy that we want here in Nevada? What are the kind of economies that we can create? What's attractive? What is Nevada really good at? And that's a whole other area that we've been spending a considerable amount of time.
The mission of Nevada tourism is to promote a robust, diversified, and prosperous economy, enriching the quality of life for Nevada citizens by stimulating business expansion and retention, encouraging entrepreneurial enterprise, attracting new businesses, and facilitating community development to enable economic growth and prosperity. Mr. Krolicki continued on touching on Nevada tourism.
Tourism is, has been and will be for a very long time the lifeline of Nevada. We're doing well, especially in Clark County. People are visiting. They're starting to spend and consume and partake in historic ways, but it's nice to see room rates trending up, the occupancy rates up, the passenger count into McCarran, the cars coming in on the highway. So it's things are picking up, and hopefully the worst is behind us.
I asked Mr. Quigley what words of wisdom he may have for the people of Pahrump and or Nye County.
I think patience pays off. We've been working very hard with the development authorities here. There are things that we can do that are smart and part of a strategic plan. We are a gateway to the western United States. The opportunities that Pahrump has uniquely, with the proximity that we have not only to California here, but to the Las Vegas area, things will be coming around, and we're doing everything that we can to make it happen as quickly as possible.
We'll have more from the Lieutenant Governor later on in this broadcast. Coming up after the break, Nevada State Lieutenant Governor talks about education.
And we'll have the Lincoln Day dinner celebration coming up. All this and more coming up right after the break. Please keep it here.
News 46 is brought to you by Affiliated Chiropractic and Physical Therapy, specializing in comprehensive accident rehabilitation. Our goal is to create the individual treatment plan that will restore your health and end pain. Come in for your free consultation. Call 775-727-8900.
Welcome back to News 46. Mr. Brian Krolicky talked to us earlier in the broadcast about a few issues going on within the state. In this conversation with News 46's Rodney Camacho, the Lieutenant Governor touched on education.
The education industry is going to be changing. Teachers, administration, the school districts, the financial situation is profound. The governor has proposed substantial changes to what it means to be a teacher, whether it's tenure or collective bargaining and things like that. But there's a whole lot of hurt that's going to be going around just because of the financial situation. We are tremendously short in our fiscal affairs, and those conversations, how to make education, K through 12, but certainly higher education, more accountable, how to make sure we're taking great care of those, special teachers, and perhaps those teachers who aren't performing as well as possible, perhaps giving them different avenues, but engaging the parents and creating competition. But I think K through 12 education is fundamentally being revisited this session, and there's a consensus to do so.
The 32nd Annual Lincoln Day Dinner was held this past weekend. Represented and presented by Pahrump Valley Republican Women's Organization, this evening was a huge success filled with dignitaries, local government officials, and a special guest from just over in Las Vegas. Roving Rodney has the story.
The Pahrump Valley Republican Woman presents Denim and Diamonds in honor of the 32nd Annual Lincoln Day Dinner. Dignitaries in attendance were U.S. Representative Dean Heller, Senator Mike McGinnis, who was also the MC for the event, Assemblyman Ed Goodhart, District Judge Robert W. Lane, and Lieutenant Governor Brian Krolicky. The national anthem was sung by Irene Wolfenstein and Cindy Colucci.
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Guest speaker and entertainer for the evening was Heidi Harris from Las Vegas.
So the ladies are over there. From which Bravo is the ladies?
Love Ranch.
Which one?
Love Ranch.
The Love Ranch. Nice to see you all. I can't believe it. Unemployment is high and everybody wants to take more jobs away from the dad. It's bad enough he didn't have that plan either that he promised everybody, but now he's going to take the jobs away from the girls out here. The thing that amazes me about it is when people argue that if you make prostitution legal everywhere, in other counties, people argue that other side, that you're going to make it the same thing, and you're not going to make it. They've got a different way of doing it out here. I've been on ride-alongs with Vice in Las Vegas, and I've seen what goes on, and it's a whole different deal. But for everybody to get involved in what your county does, it's pretty ridiculous, don't you think? Yeah. I get it. Maybe I'm missing something. Mark Avenue tell me, why was he talking about hookers? Is there, I don't understand.
Yes, started in D.C.
Well, that's what I said. If we want to eliminate prostitution, let's start with Capitol Hill. Sorry about that, Congressman, But no, right? I mean, at least those girls over there from the left branch know who they are.
It looks like they were having a little too much fun over there. Folks, coming up later after the break, information about a state insurance health program.
And do you have a dog? Bark for Life is coming soon. All of this and more after the break. Keep it here.
News 46 is brought to you by Affiliated Chiropractic and Physical Therapy, specializing in comprehensive accident rehabilitation. Our goal is to create the individual treatment plan that will restore your health and end pain. Come in for your free consultation. Call 775-727-8900.
Welcome back to News 46. Sandy Jennings from the State Insurance Health Assistance Program, better known as SHIP, spoke to News 46 about what the program has to offer.
State Insurance Health Assistance Program, we help with the prescriptions, Part A, Part B of the Medicare here in town. We help with the senior center, anybody who's involved with Medicare. We answer questions. We're there once a month to answer questions and help people out sign up for a prescription drug plan or new Medicare, or answer any questions that we can for them.
They tell you their circumstance, what's going on, and then you recommend?
Yes.
And I know that you're at the healthcare fair that's coming
Yes,
up as well.
Yes, we're going to be at the health fair on the 16th of March over the Nugget. We'll be there from 9 to 3, I believe it is.
Wonderful. And you go to the senior center in most cases?
Yes, we're at the senior center once a month. And there's two of us there, myself and my partner, Elisa, and she or both of us are both there once a month answering questions.
You're based out of Pahrump?
Yes.
And what's the biggest concern that people have?
Paying for their prescription drugs. That is the biggest care that we have, low income.
So how do you remedy that?
We're an information center is what we are mainly. I have a whole book of phone numbers that we can help them with, have them call. We counsel them and give them just a little bit more advice on what to do in the situation they may have.
Is there a website or contact information?
Not really, not here in Pahrump, no, but I do have a website and a phone number for the Las Vegas office, but they can contact me at, I have my phone at 702-279-7852. They can contact me anytime.
The American Cancer Society's Bark for Life has been getting pretty popular throughout the nation. Parump's Terry Morden spoke to Whitney Smith about Parump's second annual Bark for Life event coming up.
I'm here with Angus, the mascot for the Pahrump Bark for Life. We're going to speak to his owner, Terry Morden, about this wonderful upcoming event.
The Bark for Life is a mini relay that's a kickoff from the Relay for Life. It's a fundraiser for the American Cancer Society. We brought this up because so many people, they have their pets that have passed away from different diseases, and this is a way to honor your pets. It's a dog event or a goat event. Please don't bring your cats or ferrets, because I'm pretty sure that the dogs won't like that very much. It's a great way to raise money for the Relay for Life. All the funds go to the Cancer Society. It'll be on March 19th from 9 to noon at Ian Ditch Park. That's formerly Honeysuckle Park, if you don't know the names yet. Registration is from 8 to 9, or you can pre-register. You can pick up the registration forms at Acme Feed, Animal House, or the Pahrump Bakery out on 160. Acme Feed is a big sponsor for us, and they will be down there passing out samples of food and talking to you about the nutrition of your pets. Johnny V will be there to entertain and also do karaoke. For a donation, you can do karaoke with Johnny V. The Lions Club will be there having a barbecue. Lovable Pets will be down there, and for a donation, they will trim your dog's nails. And we are also doing a canned food drive for your pets. It's cans of dog food or cat food. The K9 unit is going to be down there doing a demonstration, which is really cool. I'm really excited about that. So we have raffle tickets that we'll sell. We have lots of things that were donated that we're selling chance drawings for, not raffle tickets. We have the luminary bags that we will be selling for $5 a piece. And that's what the dogs do, is we set up a track with the luminary bags and the dogs walk around that. We will be having lots of games to play and prizes. The registration is $10 per pet that you bring down. And like I said, you can bring a goat if you'd like to, just no cats or ferrets.
And you have Angus here, and he's like the mascot of the event?
Yes, Angus has been coming to the Relay for Life with me since I got him, and he's kind of just been, he goes everywhere with me, but he's kind of just been the mascot for us for the Relay for Life and the Bark for Life.
Okay, and once again, when is it taking place?
March 19th at Ian Ditch Park from 9 to noon. Registration is from 8 to 9, and you can pre-register get the registration forms from Acme Feed, Animal House, or the Pahrump Bakery. And my phone number is on the registration forms if you go and pre-register. Otherwise, you can call me at 727-8134 if you need any more information.
All right, looks forward to it. Thank you so much, Terry.
Great, thank you very much, and come on out. It's a fun event.
Well, that does look like a lot of fun. You know, I'm a big dog lover. Do you have a dog?
Yes, absolutely. Not quite as big as Angus there, but a small little Boston Terrier, and I know you have 2 mutts.
I do. I have 2 wonderful mutts that I adore. Now, the Terrier, I'm not very familiar with the breed. Do they have, like, long hair or anything like that?
Oh, short hair. Very easy maintenance, adorable, great personality.
Oh, well,
a little clown.
Okay, well, then, you don't have to worry too much about long fur because the temperatures are going to be warming up and you don't want to, Like, I have to give my dogs haircuts, and with all the warm temperatures we got coming around, it's about time for them to get a little trim. Don't go anywhere. We got your 7-day forecast right after this break.
News 46 weather is brought to you by your local dairy farmers. Dairy products are very important in maintaining a healthy body. For more information, you can visit their website at nevadadairycouncil.org.
Hey everyone, welcome back to News 46. I'm Rick Vale with your weather. We have a high wind warning in effect. It will remain in effect until 10 p.m. tonight. Winds are expected to be up to 25 to 35 miles per hour with gusts in excess of 50 to 60. Now the strongest were in the morning and probably most of the early afternoon, but you could still see some pretty hefty gusts here or there. The 60 mile per hour wind stuff's usually isolated to up like on the top of Spring Mountain, things like that. Down here, it's not going to get that bad, but still pretty windy. Today, we had a high of 67 degrees, winds out of the west-northwest of 14 miles per hour, with gusts up to about 28 miles per hour. Now, our pressure has dropped just a little bit, 29.62. Our sunrise was at 6:06 a.m., and our record high was 85 degrees back in 1972. Looking at tonight, it's going to be partly cloudy out there, a low of 41. Pretty cold, but not freezing, so we're okay there. Winds out of the north, 12 miles per hour. Sunset will be at 5:44 p.m., and our record low, 18 degrees back in 1971. Now, looking at our 7-day forecast, looking pretty decent here. 66 degrees, not too terrible. 41 degrees for our low. Wednesday, windy, probably about 19 mile per hour gusts. Partly cloudy skies, a high of 74, low 37. Rest of the week's looking pretty windy. I'll take a look here. Winds all week long are expected, especially on the weekend there. Now, Thursday, partly cloudy, gusts up to 24 miles per hour with a high of 73 and a low of 40. Friday, clear as a bell, but 25 mile per hour gusts with a high of 72 and a low of 38. Moving into the weekend, it's going to be pretty nice there. 71 degrees on Saturday, gusts up to 30 miles per hour with a low of 38. Sunday, not too much change in there. Still 30 mile per hour winds expected with a high of 70 and a low of 39. Finishing off our 7-day forecast Monday with windy air out there, probably about 12 miles per hour with a high of 72 and a low of 49.
And now just a quick announcement. If you've missed any part of this newscast, you can watch it all again on our website at KPVM-TV.
And that does it for this edition of News 46. I'm Rick Vale.
And I'm Kelsey Roberts.
From everyone up here on the hill at KPVM, we wish you a safe evening, and we'll see you here again tomorrow night. Until then, good night, Pahrump.